Hey everyone, Vince here and
Inigo
from AutoIndustriya.com, and we are aboard the new Hyundai Reina, a 648,000 peso car in automatic form that comes from, interestingly enough, where?
China.
There you go. And we're gonna put it through its paces today as we go up to the Pililla wind farm and see how this new China-made Hyundai does on the road. So now we're inside the all-new Hyundai Reina, and I have to say, it's a lot nicer than I thought it would be. Normally in cars of this price, and the fact that Hyundai says it's an A-segment sedan, you have to make quite a few compromises when it comes to the look of the interior. You're gonna have to get used to shinier plastics, cheaper grade plastics. It looks nicely textured, but it is, it's pretty hard. That's expected of a car of this price. You've got a nice one-din, well, not really a one-din audio unit. It's a modular, Hyundai specific audio unit, but it's got all the features you'd like. Not the climate control, but one unusual thing about the Hyundai Reina is that you have the power window controls right here in the middle, and that's actually something common with quite a few Chinese cars that we've tested along the way. You've also got headlamp levelers that you can adjust on the driver's side, and the mirror adjustment right here as well. So not bad for features. Gate type automatic shifter, and well, they didn't have any controls on the steering wheel, but hey, it's all right here.
Now, let me tell you what it's like as a passenger in the Hyundai Reina. So, as you can see, I got a pretty comfortable space for myself. I got some decent shoulder room. I got good headroom, and I'm 5'10", so that's not bad. And then, of course, there's a lot of spaces that you can use for pockets, for storing items. So, right under the stereo is a very nice shelf, and it's perfectly positioned because you can put your phone there, and it's right under the USB. So, you can put the phone there while you're sourcing music for the stereo or just charging it. Then, of course, there's more pockets here for whatever items you might need. Coin space here, cup holders, and then on this side, you've got also a deep pocket on the door, and then another pocket below that, and a space for a large drink. So there's lots of spaces where you can put all of your items, all the things you bring every day in a drive or for a road trip. It's a pretty good place to be.
The driving position is very nice. The seats, they're actually nicely bolstered for cornering, which is unexpected for a car of this price. The padding is pretty good. I can see all around me. Some features, you have headlamp levelers, unexpected, and power mirror switches. So you can adjust your mirrors no problem. All in all, it's a very pleasing space for a driver.
So you've seen what it's like in front. Now, I'm gonna give you a view of the back. I'm a relatively tall person, and it's not bad. My knees are not touching the seat in front. Of course, he's about 2 notches away from the full back position. You'll notice my knees are pretty high off the cushion. So on long drives, this might be a bit uncomfortable, but I can maneuver my legs around to make it more comfortable. And there's a lot of space here. I got some great headroom, got a grab handle here. You got a power window switch. So most of the basic amenities I need for a long ride are kind of taken care of. Now, as for aircon, you're gonna get a bit of it at the number 2 setting, which is okay. It's not as strong as if it was in the front. The only real complaint is this cushion, this back cushion. There's hardly any give, so it's a bit stiff. The seat is okay. Now, another thing you'll notice is the seat is pretty much fixed. There's no fold down armrest. This thing doesn't fold down at all. There is no access to the trunk. So if you left something behind, you're gonna have to wait till the next stop. You'll also notice we're going through some curves. Not much bolstering. I'll be sliding around a bit, but that's okay, I got a nice armrest. It seems perfectly leveled for a person my size. And then finally, if you do decide to squeeze in 3 people at this bench, it's gonna be a little bit tight. You guys are gonna be rubbing shoulders. But the best part of it is even the person here in the middle is going to get a 3-point safety belt. So that's pretty good safety-wise.
So finally, after about maybe 45 minutes in the city, we're now out. We're free from the shackles of traffic. We're free. And we can really enjoy the Reina. And actually, surprisingly, it's quite enjoyable. As you can notice, the ride, it's quite quiet, which is not expected again of this car, because it's an economy car. So you know, you expect a few shortcuts here and there when it comes to noise, vibration, and NVH basically. And right now it's driving smoothly, it's braking smoothly.
No rattles, no squeaks, nothing.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Panel gaps are good. You know, there's no rattles. Again, no rattles, no squeaks. Nothing that you would expect from a car that was built to meet a 648,000 or even the 598,000 price point for the manual model. Powering the 2019 Hyundai Reina is a 1.4 liter engine. Now it seems small and it seems you know, it may sound unimpressive, but there are some good things about it. Like it's a Kappa engine, meaning it's of the latest generation of engines that Hyundai uses in their vehicles. What you get is 95 horsepower, 132 Newton meters of torque. Not impressive, but again, on the uphill, not too bad.
That's a DOHC twin cam with multi-point injection working for you.
And there's Inigo telling me all the specs. He probably knows more about the car than I do.
But it's a pretty high-tech engine for its size, and you know, a lot of these features contribute to the fuel efficiency of the engine.
Yeah, and you know, if you check the spec sheet, you'll actually notice that the Reina has something called a motor-driven power steering system, which is a fancy way or a longer way of saying the older cars which use a hydraulic system. And same with the gearbox. It's a 4-speed automatic. So it's not a CVT, it's not a 5-speed, it's not a dual clutch, definitely not a dual clutch. But it performs well. It shifts smoothly, it's quiet, and if you put your foot down, it shifts down, gives you a bit more acceleration. We'll try it out some more later. A few adjustments that Hyundai had to make to get the Reina to meet a very competitive price point. For example, if you pop the hood or pop the trunk, you will notice that the underside of the trunk lid or the hood is actually just a primer gray. You know, Hyundai didn't bother painting it with the same body color.
Yeah, no metallic flakes, no clear coat.
Yeah, none of that. You know, there are no chrome linings. The grille, the fog lamp bezels, it's all black, which I actually like. You know, I'm not a big fan of having chrome, polished chrome particularly, on grills, door handles, and other exterior pieces. So that's, for me, that's a personal preference thing.
I like chrome.
Yeah, you do. You like old school stuff, man. But there are also a few things that you'd notice. There are no fog lamps, even though there's a fog lamp switch right here on the steering wheel stop. Actually, that's for the rear fog lamp, because they couldn't delete that because it was built into the taillight, the left taillight.
Which is handy because we can use it in inclement weather right now, like rain, rather than turning on hazard lights.
Exactly. Never turn on your hazard lights while you're driving in the rain. That's bad. So there you go. I mean, it's not. These are a few things, but they're minor. Again, the unpainted or unfinished underside of the bonnet and the trunk lid, no one's gonna see it, so it doesn't really matter. The steel wheels with the full cap, that's okay. I mean, even though, you know, everyone likes alloys now, but it's a personal preference thing. It's all about meeting that price point because, again, this is an entry grade vehicle. Being manufactured in China is actually quite an advantage for them, because a lot of the major part suppliers are there and they can offer it, you know, they have the economies of scale to offer it for a lower price. So with the Reina, what you get is you get 4 power windows, not bad, adjustable mirrors, headlamp levelers, a powerful AC unit, pretty good, a nice gauge cluster with a multi-info display for, you know, fuel economy, range, and all that. And it's all neatly designed. It looks good, feels good. So definitely a lot more impressive than before. And when it comes to safety, you've got dual airbags, thank you Hyundai, and anti-lock brakes, even better.